How about this? Is there a way to rank how you would rank competitively for your era, like the competitive nature of your era, where you would rank? Because what I would
Because
submit to
Rakim
you is
was
that
extremely competitive. You listen to
that's
Paid
what
in
I'm saying.
Full, it sounds like a whole battle rap album.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, if, how about this? If we were to take off battle tested and say, well, competitive rap climbing, well, Method Man would get a 10 and not a 9,
Well, he's around the Wu Tang and he stood out.
and Nas and Biggie and Redman,
And he stood
what the
out still.
fuck? And he stood out 10. So his 9 would turn into a 10 if we were to go to competitive. Is competitive rap, for me, climate matters. Competitive rap climate matters. Part of the reason why I have Rakim so high is because I believe he comes from the best crop of lyricists ever, thereby had the most competition as an MC. Thereby calling him the best lyricist ever is not a stretch because he had to deal with Cool G Rap and Slick Rick and KRS1 and LL and Big Daddy Kane and a young Grand Pooba and a young Scarface and a young Ice Cube. Yeah.
Ice Cube's uh,
Uh,
Ice Cube's rating is going to be interesting too. We got a few
Ice
super
Cube.
chats to get to real quick. LP says what it does is it separates those who are subpar from that get in the ring and they never put the legacy on the line, risk losing their career. That's a good point
Ooh.
because losing a battle you can lose your career, or at least it used to be like that. And so the fact that you're willing to put the belt on the line and go out here and spar in a battle, you got to get extra points for that. I will say that.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, of all the top, how about this, Mike? The only top 10 MCs to me that are really, really battle tested are KRS1 and Nas.
Yeah. Juanito Garcia says,
Want to go top 10 MC because Big's not is Big and Jay and Pac battle tested like that? Is Face battle tested like that? Is Ghostface battle tested like
I
that?
think Pac is. I think Pac is.
How so?
I think
How?
Jay is too.
How?
I mean, he
Who? Who?
Prodigy, man. And come on now, yeah, Prodigy's viable. He waxed Mace when Mace was at the top of his game. Imaginary player. Juanito Garcia says most feared MC should be a category as well as freestyle ability. We kind of looped freestyle in with live performance, but again, I think freestyle is another one of those things. Not all of the MCs freestyle either, and then we
Right.
have a variety of definitions for freestyle.
So what do we, oh, I want to know what we're doing about this battle tested thing though. Like, because I'm cool with making it competitive rap climbing.
Let me see what AK is. Another super chat has to say about it. He said battle tested would be considered in the rap climate, would it not? Yeah,
That's what
yeah. Because again, if you're in a climate like let's just say when Kendrick came out,
Mhm.
the crop of MCs that he called out on Control aren't, and I say this respectfully, they aren't Rakim, KRS, Big Daddy Kane, and Cool
No.
G Rap level.
That's what I mean about how I rate Rakim when I'm rating him. It's like, oh, you sound like you're the best MC, and there are guys like Cool G Rap and Kane and KRS and Slick Rick and LL Cool J around. Well, that's a
Just
little different than just J. Cole and J Electronica sometimes being around. Goddamn right.
Just close your eyes and imagine if Kendrick Lamar would have spit that same verse in an era where those guys were around and called out Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap,
No,
and KRS One.
no, 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 no. Hold on. You want to know who doesn't want to imagine that? Kendrick doesn't want to imagine that. That would never happen. He would have never done that in that type of rap climate. He wouldn't have had the cachet to do that in that type of rap climate. That's why the competitive eras matter. That's why I don't be ranking Kendrick and Cole as high. It's like, well, that's your competition. It's like, that ain't enough for me, fam. Give me Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, Slick Rick.
That's that old nigga talk right there. LB.
OG talk. We can have OG talk if that's the case. But here's the reality of the matter. Go name some niggas from your era that rap like Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane and KRS1.
To that level. LB216 says Charles C had a great idea. Make the battle test an extra credit because again it doesn't apply to everyone. And if we made it extra credit, It would
Well, what
be
should
a
be the?
scale from like 1 to 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Hey, hold on. If we were to do it, I wouldn't want to give out extra credits. Usually not giving out more than 3 points.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
would want to do it on a 3 point scale, but we still need to replace it with something else.
Okay.
So I'm cool with replacing it and making it extra credit because it does matter and does need to be considered.
I don't want
Because,
to punish people either for not being in a competitive environment either. You
but you
can't
want to know,
control when you came out.
but this is what I'm saying, and I'm not saying this because he's my guy and he's the GOAT, but it's like, don't Nas deserve some extra credit for surviving Biggie, Tupac, Jay, 50, and Cam? Don't he?
Jay, the biggest rapper in the game, extremely skilled, came at him right after his mother passed.
Big came at him on Kicking the Door. Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns. As I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapper dons. Who the fuck do you think he's talking about? Who do you think he's talking about? What's that? He survived Kicking the Door. He survived the takeover.
He survived Pac calling him out
He
on the
survived Against
7-day
All Odds.
period.
Think about that. Kicking the Door, Against All Odds, and the takeover. He survived. No. He get points that other people don't get for surviving that and winning that and being considered still the greatest MC of all time years after that. People's careers are over when guys like that talk about you like that.
No, that's real. That's career-ending injuries. Even as great as Prodigy was, rest in peace.
Never
to
the
Prodigy,
same.
He was never the same after the takeover. And I hated that, man. I really hate the fact that the takeover did that to Mobb Deep. I love Mobb Deep, and I knew they had some more greatness in them. Even as great as The Learning is, right? Burn. Prodigy didn't sound the same, and that's a great record still.
No, the few great parts of that album, he's not what's great about the album. The Learning is a brilliant record.
Mm-hmm.
It's not brilliant because of him. He's the low point of the song. I'm saying that as somebody that loves him dearly as an MC. He's the low point of the song. It's their last classic record. He's the low point of the song.
But Keep It Thorough, man, that is a banger. And he's talking about Jigga on that. That might be one of the better records going at Jay-Z.
Well, guess what? He should have dropped that shit when it was really going on.
Yeah.
All right.
And it shouldn't have been so subliminal either. He should have let it be known.
I didn't like how he handled any of that as a big fan of his. Because when Jay did all of that, I was like, as a Prodigy fan, was excited. It's like, yay. It's like, go ahead, go. And I was like, that's what you got? It's like, all jokes aside, that was one of those things that made me think, it's like, is his health okay? Because like the guy that I know is not going to put out those types of efforts and performances. And that made me think that something wasn't right with him health-wise, just truthfully. Like what I heard on Infamy from him was like, that's not the same dude. Like something's not right health-wise.
Juanito Garcia said, there's no MC more battle-tested than Nas.
No, not in the history of rap. No.
Not successfully, you know. I think 50's been in a lot of, situations, but he didn't come out on top.
Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Cameron. Name somebody else that had 5 MCs diss them of that caliber. You can't even name another MC that's had 5 MCs of that caliber diss them.
You know, we are 2.5 hours in, and we still didn't get to that Kendrick part. You ready?
No.
You ready to get into that? Because I know the people are still here. I mean, we still got 182 people in the room. So I know y'all want us to get to it.
We here for it.
Did
we cover all the other rebuttal stuff though? And did we get another category to replace battle tested and turn battle tested into extra credit? Or is competitive rap climate the category?
I think that should be. And it's hard to really sit here and punish somebody for not being in a... Look, this is the thing. Kendrick wasn't in a competitive rap climate, I don't think, right? But now it's by choice because it's very competitive now.
Yeah, right.
And you don't have any albums. So I think that is fair.
So I want people to understand this. When we're talking about competitive rap climate, LL Cool J is about to get a 10. Rakim's about to get a 10. Cool G Rap's about to get a 10. Big Daddy Kane's about to get a 10. KRS One's about to get a 10. Ice Cube, Chuck D, 10.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, 6. Understand? Understand. Long as
I
we're
think
clear.
J. Cole's different though, because he's coming out around this competitive time, but he's not really on top.
If you
Maybe
really want to know the truth, one of them's getting a 5 and one of them's getting a 7.
DeCarlo brought up a good point. He said star power. Make that a category. That's kind of intangibles, though, right?
That's part of the intangibles. That's that Snoop Method Man factor. That's what I'm saying. Snoop, that's part of that. It's like, no, 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 no. I want to hang with that guy, smoke with that guy, rap with that guy. Whatever that guy want to do, I want to do. That's cool because he's that's the intangible. So that's part of it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Um,
I'm putting competitive rap climate in. We're gonna have to redo these rankings for these guys.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna
This
be,
is an
but it's gonna be
ongoing
real easy.
process.
But it's gonna be real easy to get J Nas and KRS One and Rakim 10s right quick. Hold on, 10.
I think everybody who was in that wave of the early to mid '90s was in a real competitive era.
Lamar 6. What about Lil Wayne? How is his competitive rap climate? I would say 8.
Yeah, this is how I feel about Wayne, and this is no knock to him. I think he really rose during a time where people were looking for the next. He rose during that time when Jay-Z retired. Jay-Z was at the top of the game, and he wanted that crown. And when he went out there and was like best rapper alive since the best rapper retired, it was an opening door.
So is that a 7 or an 8?
I mean, for me, it's a 7. It
That's what I
wasn't a
was
lot
thinking.
in his way.
What about Conway?
He rose to the occasion, but it wasn't a lot in his way.
What about Conway and Kendrick then?
I think Conway's a little bit more competitive because even if we look at his crew, and if we look at, the Jadakisses of the world being in that chamber, it's a little bit more competitive. And I think we need to factor in, I know it's kind of like, it's different than collabos, but when you get on records with these people, where do you come out at? Because what happens is
Right.
this is balancing
How
out.
you come out in the competitive rap climate, right?
Yeah, because what advantage we have looking at people in this current climate or in some less competitive climates, it's a lot more collaborative, and we see how they shine when it comes to when they're on these records with their peers, like a Rick Ross or so. Which is different than collaboration, I would think, right?
So I would give Wayne a 7 too, but what if I would tell you that I would give Conway a 9 and I would give Push a 9? Because Push has actually survived multiple climates and come out on top multiple times, no matter who. Like, think about it. No, he's been on a track with Lil Wayne. He's been on a track with Kendrick Lamar. Who you want? He been on the track with Rick Ross. He been on the track with Game. He been on the track
with Jay-Z. The only person missing is Nas, like you said.
I told you. That's why I was like, that's why I'm expecting a Nas feature on this album, because he said he was going to have some content on this album. And I'm like, well, you don't have a Nas feature yet either, and you really got everything else. So that would be where I would go with that. And so for me, he's somebody I would put at a 9. Conway is somebody that helped this climate become competitive again, and more often than not, against the top tier competition, has the best verse.
AKs and Curtains with another super chat. We really appreciate it. He said, will y'all be ranking Big L and Big Pun? Yes, we will.
Hey, hold on. While you're joking, when I sent Mike a list of the next 10 MCs, the first 2 MCs I listed off were Big Pun and Big L. Tell him, Mike. Ain't that the first 2 people I listed off?
Let me go through the list that you sent, because somebody asked, will we be doing Mystical on Wednesday? No,
not yet. Mystical's gonna be in the top 100, so he's gonna be getting covered.
Because I like that second list of people you wrote out. You said Big Pun, Big L. They were actually the first 2.
Yeah.
All right. Big Pun, Big L, Andre 3000, Mos Def, Redman, Busta Rhymes, Eminem, DMX, Cool G Rap, and LL Cool J.
Yep.
I'll say that again for the people in the back. We got Big Pun, Big L, Andre 3000, Mos Def, Redman, Busta Rhymes, Eminem, DMX, Cool G Rap, and LL Cool J. Now I know somebody, Bruce Almighty said it again. He said, y'all should do Nicki. We should do Nicki.
Nikki gonna make this 100.
Yeah.
Like everybody gonna get in here. We're 10 MCs in right now, and we're really taking the time right now to kind of refine the criteria because we knew that the first shot that we did of this, we wanted the people to be involved. We wanted to see how it goes. We wanted to make sure that our 15 criteria points kind of clicked and worked. We're moving 1 point out and making an extra credit category.
All right. Should we do a day where it's like Nikki, Kim, MC Light, or should we just mix it up? Should we just do 10
I don't like
MCs?
that because Love the Genius posted something on Instagram last week or maybe 2 weeks ago that struck me about how she feels insulted about being called a female MC. And I respect her talent and her gift enough.
An MC is an MC.
That I'm not going to group the ladies together like that just off the strength of what she said. Just off the strength of that. Because I seen when she posted that, like, when you calling me a female MC, what you really saying is, and I was like, okay, like, my bad.
I've always felt like that, man. And it's like, whenever we would do posts where we're like, who's the better MC? It'd be like Lauryn Hill and another male MC, right? People are like, you can't compare the two. Why not? An MC is an MC.
Right. I think what's going to be a more accurate assessment of what we're going to have to do, Mike, and I'm not being funny when I say this, we're going to rate the women and slide them right in next to the men. I think it becomes a question of which women that we're ranking in, because here's what I'm going to submit to you. Outside of Lauryn Hill, Queen Latifah, MC Light, The Brat, Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj. Who else is a definite of the female genre MC that deserves?
Eve. I think Eve.
Okay, so Eve.
I think Eve. I want to get to DeCarlo's comment. He said he asked where we're gonna be doing Drake. Yeah, we're gonna do Drake.
Yeah, getting this work. But that's what I'm saying. So like even with Love has.
What about Missy Elliott?
Considered, because how about this, Mike?
What about Missy and Rhapsody?
Hold on, I love Rhapsody.
What about Missy?
I love Love. Like Rhapsody's in there for me. That's why I'm asking questions.
What about Jean Grey?
I don't know if Jean Grey's in there. That's what I'm saying.
Why not?
But hold on.
If Big L's in there, Jean Grey got to be in there.
Whoa.
She got more material than him.
Hold on. That's why I'm saying we got to stop for a second. You want to go MC to MC? I thought Big L was a better MC than Jay-Z for most of the time that Jay-Z existed while Big L was alive. And I mean that shit.
I disagree with that, but I feel you.
Hold on. And I got proof of that shit. So when you comparing Jean Grey to Big L, it's like, hold on. Like, that guy could have been a top 10, 20 MC all time.
I'm just talking about the career, the amount of material.
And in terms of material, she's there, but is she a top 100 MC? Because that goes back to what Love says. It's like, well, I'm not sliding you in because you're a top 20 female MC. If you just want to rank it as an MC, where does she fall as an MC? Because I don't know if she's a top 100 MC. And I don't know that about Bahamadia or Rod Digger.
I love Rod Digger so much.
Are you certain?
What about Gangsta Boo?
Because that's why, hold on, listen to the MCs that I'm naming of the female variety. Lauryn Hill, Queen Latifah, MC Light, The Brat, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Eve, Rhapsody. No. I know that those women are one of the best 100 rappers of all time. Who else you got that you know?
Is it just the top 100?
Are we covering 100 rappers, or do we need to cover 150 now? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it's whatever. I just think if we just get a variety of people.
Right, but what I'm saying is if we doing 100, Bahamadia not getting in, and I love Bahamadia. Jean Grey not getting in, I love Jean Grey. Y'all not getting in if we rank in the top 100 MCs.
Juanito Garcia says that Lauryn Hill has
Roxanne Shante.
Lauryn Hill has top 10 in hip hop. Period. Skill levels unmatched, even with less material. Well, I don't want to get in that conversation because again, we'll run that through the categories. But my question,
female variety was Lauryn. Everybody know what time it is.
Unknown Name says Jean Grey is better than Rhapsody. I'm with that, honestly.
No,
Jean Grey is super dope.
I'm not with that. On what album?
Jean Grey is super dope.
Yeah, she's super dope.
And she's been
On what
doing it
album?
forever too. Like
Name the album.
I actually, my personal opinion, I like Jean Grey better than Rhapsody, but I think Rhapsody has put together the albums.
No.
But when we
Jean
talk about
Grey.
just bar for bar, I'd rather hear Jean Grey. Like you heard Jean Grey on that Brooklyn song for Ninth Wonder with
Let's
Mos
stop
Def
for
and
a second.
Memphis Bleak.
No. Let's stop for a second. Jean Grey lyrically better than Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, The Brat, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, Eve, and Rhapsody. Is she better overall? No. Show me the album. Show me the songs. Show me the work.
She got work. She's just underground. I
Name
think
it.
that's the thing.
Name it right now.
Look, this is what we need to do.
Hold on. This is exactly what I was just saying about how the bars got to stick to your ribs even when they're lyrical. Her shit don't stick, is what I'm trying to tell you in a nice way. But since you just want me to say it, her shit don't stick because you can't name it. The people out there can't name it. Y'all can't name the album. You want to know what?
You didn't like This Week?
Hold on, lyrically, she blowing the Brat out the water. She don't got nothing close to Funkdafied.
You didn't like the This Week album?
She don't have nothing close to Funkdafied. Next.
Okay.
Close. Like, she don't even have nothing in the wheelhouse of. Do she?
We got to go back and listen to Jean Grey.
With all that rapping, that's what I'm saying. Like all that rapidy rap shit. Like no, you got to back it up with the album. You got to back it up with a Paid in Full.
But see, you know what? The crazy thing is,
you got to back it up with a Purple Tape.
See,
even on the female side.
Cool.
All that lyrical.
Real quick, the way you feel about that is exactly how I feel about Rhapsody. To be perfectly honest,
Rhapsody made Eve. That's better than everything Jean Grey's ever made.
Eve is a dope album, but I view it as some
better than everything Jean Grey ever made. It's not even a conversation piece.
Tom Izzo says Jean Grey never had a hit.
Fuck a hit. She never made a project even close to as dope as Eve or Funkdafied or Hardcore. Her shit don't even be better than Foxy's projects, Mike. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
so it's like as an MC, she's there, but she ain't got nothing to show for it, so she's not gonna make this top 100.
Black Line says Kool right though. Listen, let me ask you this: how do we deal with ghostwriting?
She dope as fuck. I done heard her out rap Black Thought on a track before, Mike.
How do we deal with ghostwriting?
I mean, we don't deal with people that do stuff like that, but that's just
what? No, that's just the nature of the beast. Some of the people that you mentioned had ghostwriters.
No. I get what you're saying.
Is that gonna affect the lyric side of it, or what?
You want to know what? In the case of those people, I mean, including the case of MC Lyte.
Mm-hmm. And Queen Latifah.
And Queen Latifah.
Tretch wrote some stuff.
UNITY
is Tretch.
Biggie on a couple reference tracks on Hardcore. Couple reference tracks on Hardcore. Not all of Hardcore. But yeah, and they're going to get docked for that. But you want to know what? They're still going to win. Because the sum of the parts, Mike. So they're going to lose some MCing points for the right and help. They're going to score super high still. The ladies are going to score higher than people are even realizing. The girls are going to come off better than most of the guys.
Well, we're going to see.
I'm looking at the girls that are lined up. Like if we just throwing them in there top 100 and ranking all that out, after you get past the ghostwriting stuff, the women that actually made it, oh yeah. Because it's like, here's the reality of the matter. Some of your favorite rappers ain't made an album better than Hardcore Funkdafied. That's some real shit.